Greetings and salutations yet again. So, we are now on day 6 of my Fallout exploration. And, in short order, I'm gonna get right into it. I'm heading back to the library, because I failed previously to acquire all of the books necessary for Sabretooth. Can't believe I stammered so hard on that one. Maybe it's because I haven't taken my pills yet today. They're for headaches, by the way. YouTube is sensitive about some things, so I gotta clarify. Kind of like when I fight foxes or whatever in game, I have to specify. I'm like, this is a fake fox. It's an animated creature, not a real thing. Otherwise, they'll nitpick me. But it's because they use artificial intelligence to determine whether or not something is safe for viewers, so they'll make like really weird, rash judgments. Like I have to filter out comments a lot of the time, and most of the time it's benign stuff that people are saying, and YouTube's just like, no, you can't have that up. And I'm not 100% positive about how long I'm going to be on today. I'm actually not feeling bad at all, really. I had a nice long walk over to the grocery store, picked up some beverages to drink while I'm playing the game and while I'll be working this evening. So I'm feeling pretty good. I had a nice rest beforehand and I'm feeling pretty solid. So who knows? I might actually be on until a little after 11 this evening. Seemed to work out a little better yesterday too, because certain times of day people are more or less available to actually view stuff. So that's nice. And I don't mind playing a little extra Fallout London. It's a crazy fun game, so being on for a couple of hours wouldn't hurt me at all. Especially when I've got tedious nonsense like looking for books to be done. I think all of the ones that I'm looking for are named books, though. I'm gonna double check some data real quick. Gotta make sure that it's recording, so it's gonna blink. It is. Okay. And I don't know what it is with this location, but my HUD keeps popping up whenever I come in here. Which is funny, because it doesn't actually show me anything. And I'm again not entirely sure what I'm looking for in this place. I found a handful of books previously, a lot of which looked like they would be appropriate for kids or whatever, which is more or less what I'm guessing I'm looking for in here. You know, kids' books and things like that. Oh, like this, Little Miss Uranium. Which, yep, that was the only one I was missing. Okay, so that was actually a much quicker trip than I expected it to be. I was thinking I was probably going to be here for a little while looking around for books. That only took a minute. Alright, I am out. Because I have otherwise cleared this location in a previous stream, so I don't need to dink around in there, look for anything additional. Oh, it's raining again. Excellent. Also, I can finally demonstrate the ion brew machines. Or not, because I don't have enough pound coins, even though I picked up a few yesterday. How many exactly do you need? How expensive is ion brew? That's a good question. Because I think I have 4 right now, if I'm not mistaken. If I can check that. Pound coins would be Yeah, so I have 4 pound coins right now, and that's not enough to buy even a single ion brew. Which makes sense, I guess. Actually, no, that's a lot. 4 pounds for a soda? I don't know why I came back in here. I guess force of habit, more or less. I've got to go back to the Swan and Miter to talk to Sabretooth and turn in that quest. Hopefully he has something good for me. As I did spend a lot of time looking for those books. Waiting for me at the door, no less. With his
Hello,
awesome
young'un. You get to nab some books for me?
Did
You
your
know I
mum
did,
teach you
'cause,
better?
What is up with these people? They push me around and then tell me that I should know better. Yes, and I even found that kid's book you wanted.
Lovely. Can't believe you did this. Thank you.
You're staring at that Dove's Dilemma book pretty hard. Does it mean something special to you?
Ah, yes. That it does. My ma used to read this book to me every night. Practically know it off by heart. I love this book. It's about this bird, see, that keeps trying to help out all its mates, but nothing ever goes the way it wants. My ma loved books, even if my da couldn't stand them. She used to tell me how her great-grandma worked in this giant library up Islington way, where they kept a copy of every book ever made in the world. Can you imagine? My dad taught me how to survive in this world. It made me tough, made me strong, made me smart. But my ma, well, it was my ma what gave me my soul. Thank you for this. It's gonna help me a lot, having a book I know. It brings back a lot of memories. Maybe if I get good enough, I can even write some down. Never you mind that, young'un. Now, I said I had something special as a reward, and I ain't gonna disappoint. Old Sabretooth here is a poor champion round these ends, and it's all thanks to my secret weapon. This is my legendary lucky black ball, see? I keep this down my pants, and it lets me do some hectic trick shots. But my hands are getting less sturdy these days. It's about time I packed in the game. So I want you to take this, and I hope it brings you all the luck it's brought me.
This man just said I keep it down my pants and it helps me pull off some trick shots. His lucky black ball. Lovely. Thanks.
Take care, kid.
Alright. I didn't catch any of the text in the corner, but yeah, that was totally worth it. I mean, I think, like, is that a weapon? Oh, look at that, we've got a corresponding quest. It's not a weapon. Lucky 8-ball. Weird, but okay. I'm kind of assuming maybe it increases my luck, which would be kind of cool because, I mean, I have none. I do have a sword though. And I take no prisoners. I also think that I'm gonna head back to the hardware store and look for some lead. Or possibly break down some lead materials from my own stash. Because I need to make ammo for my musket. Not for any particular reason, mostly just because it's a musket and I want to use it. This also might be a good spot to grab some stuff. Rob Marco's circuit board. Adjustable wrench. Some fuses. So if you're going to make ammunition, you need lead, duct tape. I think you need, or not duct tape, you need lead, copper, I think plastic. Possibly a bit of duct tape. Yeah, some adhesive. But, I cannot doubt that one. My control scheme is not the same between games, I'm afraid, so sometimes I'm going to click wrong buttons. Ramen leather backpack. Nice. Not for any particular reason, but probably wearable. I think it's wearable, at least. Thinking of which, I kind of want something awesome to wear. Right now I'm wearing this stupid police outfit and looks, well, ridiculous. Unlike my spectacles, which look awesome. It's decent armor, though. Oh. I'm expecting to see a bunch of guys come in here and loot it. Hopefully they left some useful stuff for me.
More bodies getting shot done never hurt anything. Look where you're going.
You know, that's not the thing you say to a person who's got their sword out.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways. What can I help you find?
Lead.
Have a look.
Which you can get from 9-volt batteries. Might nab some of his ammo too if he's got any. I know my plan isn't exactly to use a lot of ammunition, but wouldn't hurt to have some. Fertilizer, you need fertilizer too. That's what I need to look for, pencils. Let's see here. So we got 45 ammo, 32 caliber is pretty much crap. 303 would help me out though. I don't have a whole lot of it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and nix some of my coin here. Confirm my trade.
Farewell.
You know, as a primarily melee user, probably my first thing, or first thing on my docket should probably be to make some explosives. That's going to require I find a chemistry station. Or learn to craft one. Wouldn't hurt me to have some more workstations. Got a 20-pound dumbbell. I'll take anything that I've got with lead right now. And see about making myself some handgun ammo for that musket pistol. Thing can hit pretty hard. Pencils. That's gonna be my #1 go-to. You can find a lot of lead in pencils for very little care capacity. Maybe they have a chemistry station out back here. Because honestly, guns aren't particularly useful, but without something to bridge the gap between my sword and my enemy, I'm not going to do very well long term. Especially with things like, you know, Deathclaw or whatever the substitute is for this game. I can't remember what those things are called. It's like wombles or something. I'm not British. Despite my following Churchill, I am not British. Did we just walk in a huge circle? What do you got, Church? He's trying to get over somewhere. But you have to walk around things, Churchill. It's so green in here. And creepy. Another cute Thulu. The second doll's presence is almost a comfort to you as it enters your possession. It seems to gaze at you with its beady yellow eyes. Cute Thulu. They're not yellow eyes. That's creepy. Maybe that's what Churchill was trying to lead me to. Can't seem to tell that there are cars in the way, though. He's also given up on whatever his search is, I think, so that's probably all it was. He was leading me to another cute Thulu. Praise him. I think I need to resume my watching of Doctor Who. It's been a very British time of year for me. Watching Black Butler, Doctor Who, playing Fallout London. I like it. It's all very melodramatic. I love the creepy soundtrack here. It's very eerie. And last week I was playing this horror game called Made of Scare. Had a similar soundtrack, but it had this huge problem where every 5 seconds I thought that there was some enemy behind me, because it would play this like kind of like danger music. I don't know that it was intentional, but it definitely put me on edge like every 13 seconds, but I had to just keep reminding myself, like, nobody's caught you. This game's way too easy. They can barely tell that you exist at all. So just stay calm and move around. Stay quiet. Awesome soundtrack on that one too, though. The ending songs especially. Because, I mean, it's a game about a siren, so it's gotta have good music. And I was fortunate to actually have picked it up for free on Epic Games, so it was a cost-free gaming experience. I got a whole 6 hours of enjoyment out of it. At no cost. No cost at all. Which is probably my favorite part. I mean, I could have listened to the soundtrack on YouTube like I usually do, but being able to experience the game, that was nice. That's what actually got me to play Fallout London also. I sit around and I listen to the soundtrack every single day. So then I keep telling myself, man, you gotta go play that game. And it's only taken me like 5 months to actually get off
If
my
you
ass
hang
and do
around,
it.
wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
Yo, Michael. How you doing, man? Funny thing is, I'm actually listening to the Fallout London soundtrack on the background. Some of it I think is copyrighted, so I don't have the music playing through right now. And there was also another guy who was like, oh, well, the music is distracting. Which, on a second watch of my previous live stream that the guy was talking about, I can definitely see where he's coming from there. So I decided to opt out of the music and just keep it in the background. I have sources, so it's okay. I think the only place I'm going to find that chemistry station is if I can loop up behind these guys up here, and then maybe I can make myself some grenades or something like that, 'cause I'm currently out of explosives, and it's going to cause me a lot of trouble if I don't have any long term, because I'm going to rely on them very heavily. Wow, that's stuttering really hard. Fortunately, I've accrued a pretty considerable amount of ammunition, so I should be fine to take on some guys. I may have to put in some points for stealth, that way I can like deploy frag grenades and stuff like that without having to really worry about it. Kind of be a sniper slash melee build. I have no idea if that hit anything. That did.
Thought you could hide?
Not really. Grenade, grenade.
I'll give you that.
See, there are guys above, which is going to be the problem. Just remember, not every shot has to be fatal. I love this gun though, because it actually fires 32 caliber rounds, which doesn't seem like it should. Because it's a huge gun, and it's clearly not loading 32 caliber bullets. But, you know, hey, I'm good with it. I will exploit the hell out of that. That was the perfect time to get shot. I should probably crouch though. I actually did hit him though, I can see the blood mark on his head. Takes a minute to get everybody, but it's actually pretty powerful for how small the caliber is. And the accuracy's not bad, even if you don't really see much effect. I was able to take those guys out pretty quick and easy. I'm definitely going to be relying on this bad boy for my long-range combat.
Playing games with me, huh?
Nice, got a frag grenade out of it.
You doing your holotape thing again, Stodholm?
It's just a pastime, Popplestone. You know that. We can't be hunting rats all the time. We need hobbies too, you know?
Our hobby is trying to survive out here, mate.
That was the most pointless holotape I've ever used. Seriously, what was the purpose in that? It's okay though, I'm not gonna stress it. I'm gonna quick save though. Just so that I don't have to deal with those guys and their rabble rousing again. Don't move around, I'm not a good shot. I don't know who to shoot. When you don't know who to shoot, that's when you scoot. Double damage on the man with the helmet. He's not dead, but he sure will be. Can't miss when they're lined up, right? This thing jumps so crazy hard that you can't see anything after your first shot. But man, does it optimize those 32 caliber rounds. The handgun doesn't do any damage at all when you're firing it. It's just like clinks right off of them and they can walk it off with ease. This doesn't do a whole lot of damage either, but at least it's accurate. Doesn't waste any rounds. Stay down, Churchill.
Just you or me?
Not my Bala song. I need to get that out of my inventory. Thing's useless. Mascot hat. And backpack. Why? Because I don't need armor.
Come on then!
Ooh.
What the?
I was wrong. I was wrong. I did need armor. Or a grenade. Actually, a grenade would have been my better choice there. It wasn't really that I was taking all that much damage, or any more damage really than I would have been with my armor, but I was getting staggered. That was problematic. That's alright though. For some reason, the weather cleared, and it's nice and sunny out now, and Churchill is still in my way. Double damage headshot. These guys gave me trouble last time too. That's what I shot them a couple of days ago. Not a ton, but enough. And Churchill doesn't really advance on them, so... Headshots. Anything but headshots aren't gonna do much of anything. Looks like 2 or 3 there, but the head takes them out pretty nicely. And being 32 caliber ammunition, it's very effective to fire. I just wish this thing was a little bit faster. You know, I can't do this in my usual Fallout playthrough, because I'd be bleeding to death right now. Well, that eliminates that problem. I'm actually glad that they were attacking me before. Yeah, there might be 1 or 2 left, but it's okay. I want my mascot helmet.
You're still alive? Christ.
What was that?
So there's 2 guys in there. Odds are... that's weird.
Nothing. I hope.
Don't know why it wasn't letting me climb, but it wasn't. Alright.
Why do they always make it?
Open fire!
Oh. Got a couple of critical shots on him, though.
Not to play hero, huh?
When in doubt, get your shotgun out. May not be worth much, but it can't miss. brings an antique phone into a toilet? That's such a weird choice. I'm gonna save. For some reason my game's stuttering, and I do not want to risk another crash. Nice, nab some 303 rounds. That'll be really helpful long term. I'm still in combat. Oh, it's... I think that the enemies up here are dead already. Yeah, they are. Okay. And this is actually one of the locations where you can find an alternate lamp instead of the one that I've got right now, which has this more flashlight looking light path. You can find an actual lantern in here. And a lab coat, which I don't really need a lab coat. Change that to a lantern. I mean, it's not nearly as effective, but it looks cool. We're already reaching the end of another day, I imagine. Time really does pass quickly in this game. Of course, I could have changed the time scale, but lead ball. Alright, I need gun nut ranked 1. Which I don't have any perk points, so I can't make anything anyway, and they don't have a chem station up here, which I thought they did. Oh well, at least it's clear, I can come back later. And I did find some ammo, so that's something. I legitimately do not know what I'm listening to right now. Oh, crap. Damn it, Churchill! Could have warned me that you found a landmine. I think I'm gonna need a stim kit pack anyway. There's no more landmines in here, are there? What'd you find? Skim milk. Is it down here, Churchill? Find something down here for me. This cannot be opened, it says. Photon brew. So there are actually some locations throughout the game where you can open them, but only if you have the prerequisite stats. So for me, I have all the strength necessary to open a jammed door, and can then get into stuff. Which is part of the reason why I went so heavy on strength. That way I could budge those things and take advantage a little bit. Yeah, no match. I'm so sorry. That wasn't payback for the landmine, I swear. I'm just terrible at aiming. This is always why it's important to stab as opposed to swinging, too. Because you don't run into problems like that, where you accidentally slice your allies. It's also more effective. I know I probably shouldn't get into a random rant about the effectiveness of stabbing versus slicing, but it's important to know if you ever need to either stab or slash at somebody. For instance, you're way more likely to have your weapon get caught on something if you try swinging as opposed to stabbing. Waha. Dodged it. And I got my level up, so I can go make some musket rounds. Just gotta find my way back up. Ferryman's friend. I don't know, did he say that I was to keep this, or am I weird for having it? Just a bit of duct tape. And by that, I mean enough duct tape. I'm gonna go with some more. Why am I wasting adhesive and cloth on that? I don't know. Paying my respects to the mod author. By the way, you can get the service rifle from this game in Fallout 4, either for Xbox or PC. I don't know why I got stumbled on that one. But you can get it on Xbox or PC. It's actually the Enfield mod. It's one of my favorites of all time. Really good quality. The gun has terrible accuracy at range, though. You get over like 300 meters or something like that, and it becomes abysmal, even if you've got a scope. Then I think this time around... So I can make lead balls, or I could make 303 ammo. Actually, more conservatively. How much did I make? 10 rounds. 10 rounds for 1 lead, 1 fertilizer, and 1 copper. Taking advantage of that. I think that just gave me like 100 rounds. 35mm film. Oh, right, I forgot you can get a camera in this game. Yeah, so I'm now loaded up on ammunition, because crafting ammunition is the most productive way of actually getting it. And I've got a stock on my my Enfield, if I can find it. It's in here somewhere. Oh, right, it's bookmakers. I was mistaking it for the crude rifle. So it looks like I have 15 mags plus what I've got in the gun right now. So what is that? 160 rounds, give or take. Oh crap. And it's variable. It doesn't always read information correctly, so I'm not really sure why they designed it to read like that, as opposed to being the actual amount of ammunition that you have. So I can check in my inventory, but I think it's about 160 rounds. 162. Which is more than enough. Oh, scope. I didn't really think about it, but I might want a scope. Oh, it's okay. There's a weapon workbench actually around the bend here. And it looks like I've already ended day 6 because it's the middle of the night in game. I am gonna carry on though, because I don't feel like it's a problem at all to do another day. Plus, it'll help if I decide to do any like challenge playthroughs on my other games or anything like that, or maybe stream some Fallout 3. I know people are really loving the Fallout 3 Tale of Two Wastelands content, so probably gonna do a little bit more of that. I'd get a medium combat scope on it. 4 times magnification would help. Let me double check that. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like it. I'm gonna need steady aim though. By the way, the in the thumbnail, I am actually holding an Enfield of my own. If anybody is interested in giving that a little analysis, that is actually me in the picture, and I am actually carrying one of these rifles. I felt like it was fitting, and it was a good opportunity for me to put my own face on a thumbnail. It may not be pretty, but it's wearing a Stetson. Not my face, but my head. Okay, so this has probably been, thus far, my most productive day in game. I've been able to craft a metric ton of ammunition, get myself a scope, and slayed a bunch of enemies. I even have musket ammo now, which I probably should have thought about actually modifying my musket pistol, but it's okay. I'm not relying massively on guns at this point, so that's okay. I've also got to roast up some crispy ladybird. Increases energy resistance for 30 minutes. Roasted conkers. Increases your HP. What else do you need in life? Wow. Sure is dreary. I'm actually going to have to speak up a little bit. In order to be heard, I think, over this noise. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'll try and use a little bit more strength. actually be heard clearly. This is quite a torrential downpour.
Got armor that won't break and will break the bank. My prices are firm. Haggling gives me an headache.
Good man. Fortunately, I'm not here for his equipment. I'm here to sell my own. Get myself at least a little bit of coin for these guns. I'm gonna sell my ballast song also, because it's not really useful to me. Sell this 32 pistol, which is completely unnecessary. It only does, what, 13 damage? It's ridiculous. My marksman crude sniper rifle does 34. Can kill an enemy with a couple of headshots. Very effective. I also have a sword, shotgun. The Ferryman's Friend does 20. This weapon emits an odd smell, which is an odd thing to say about a gun, but got black rimmed glasses, eyeglasses, blue against the right leg. Got a jumpsuit, which I'm not entirely sure I need, but okay. I'm gonna keep that gear on me. Got more effects too. Get myself 150 tickets, that'll help out. Crippling performance. So I need some wood. I think I might jump back to my base real quick and grab some of that. That's the only thing I need to make my musket pistol into a musket rifle. At the same time though, it doesn't help with damage, so I don't know why I would waste my time on it. I'm also going to switch back to my lamp instead of my lantern. Its visibility is pretty low at the moment. And I hope I'm not yelling in everybody's ears, so they can hear me clearly but not too loudly over all this noise. It's quite a bit of racket. Beautiful environment though. Really makes you believe in the lush greens that you've got here. And now that I'm in the DIY store, you should be able to hear me a little bit more clearly without me having to, you know, strain myself.
How can I help you?
A great place to get some ammunition.
Quality goods at fair prices.
I don't know about that, but let's grab some of those goods anyway. 32 ammunition. Good budget stuff. I'll definitely have to increase my rifleman perk. That way I can focus on sniping.
Bye.
And back into the torrential downpour. Tree cover actually works a little bit. Not particularly well, but it works. Performance is pretty abysmal though. Yeah, that is really bad. My poor computer being completely abused by this. got him. Churchill before he gets himself killed. Come do battle with Get him, Church. Harvest apples. Yeah, performance is pretty abysmal in certain locations and with certain weathers. This is partially my fault because I'm using NAC Legacy, I think. Also, I think all my settings are at maximum, which is not great. Where you at, Churchill? Fine, bud. Enemies are valuables. I have to dig for it. It's not really that you found something, Churchill. Corpse pile. Not a corpse pile, but corpse piles. And a ghoul head. Jar of red liquid. Whatever could that be? I found a dirty camera. Maybe I'll be able to use it. You know, apart from all the radiation, this place isn't actually all that bad. Hey, got myself another pencil. Wood is good too, so take that. We're done here. If you refuse to be perceptive, choose to be quick. Better off in this canyon. Crevasse. Unless, of course, the water is heavily irradiated, in which case I'll die. Lose all my loot. Yeah, there's a special kind of rad shrew. It's one of those black ones, and they are mad strong, and they will chase you to the ends of the earth. Rad shrew. I've only had to handle a handful of them, but they're pretty deadly. Not a whole lot you can do to resist them. Well, that was a very sudden stop to my reign. Really messed me up. Had I not taken out those blood bugs with so much speed, I probably would have died there. Because odds are one of them would have attached to me and I would have been incapacitated long enough for the rad shrew to eat me alive. And they would. They absolutely would. I know, you've never seen me dodge before. I can do it. Like I can do this whole sliding thing. I think it's part of first person dodging. I'm curious what this place is. Really just trying to slow its motor so it won't be able to turn and attack me. Using this jumper pistol. Time though. They are protecting nothing. That's what they're covering. Love it when that happens. Just a pair of random machine guns for no good reason. I see those particles. I'm not getting involved in that. No way. Got enough on my plate already. my back, Churchill. I love that these guys don't run. Come back here. In Fallout 4, there's a good reason they run. They're food. Kind of like those there foxes. Get a toy cow on him. Why are foxes eating toy cows? The world will never know. I don't know that I can jump over that or get around it in any way. And then I do. Feel silly for opening my big mouth. I know there are some creatures out here, so I'm kind of being a little careful. Not incredibly, but... Not seeing any of them now. A whole bunch, though. I might just have to go in for it. Worst comes to worst, I pull out my shotgun, I run, I shoot, I run, I shoot. Should be easy. Plus, those guys aren't really why I'm here anyway, so... Making a ruckus. Squirrel pup. Kids' meals have literally no benefit. About mutt chops. Yeah, those guys up there, what I'm talking about. Should be quite a few of them. But I don't know how easily they're gonna go down. They're kind of variable. Some of them are incredibly strong, others are fairly feeble. So, looks like we got at least 3. to find out how many there are there. You got this, church.
Yeah.
Just time that one. A dryad nymph. Not a whole lot stronger than a ghoul, but definitely creepier looking. There weren't many up here, though. Either that or I just didn't draw too much attention. Remember the last time I was by here, there was quite a few. Maybe 6 or 7. Not like a mountain of them. Being properly equipped helps, though. Got my sword, got my gun. Ah. Come at me, bro. Gluttonous lunatic. All I ever do is eat. I could do shepherd's pie, or I could just do some spring water. I thought this was a glitch at first, because it's so weirdly placed. You can just see right through it. Yeah, 2 or 3 aren't a problem, though. I imagine if there were 6 or 7 of them with a sword, that would probably be an issue. Not very perceptive. Here? No? Oh, you are. Although, higher priority. In that location, if I remember correctly. I should quick save just in case of a crash or a death. Going pretty good, T-Rex. How about yourself? That's what I'm talking about. Big Yaoguai-like rat. Unfair advantages. this one. Nice. And that is how you assign yourself a quick death. How's the movie? I haven't seen any Marvel stuff anytime recently. It's probably been 5 years. All that work, I came all the way over here, and it's chained. What about this door? But it tells me if it's chained, there was probably somebody inside to chain it, right? And I know there are a few entrances, so one of them's gotta work. Otherwise, it's a quest location. And I'm in. I expect this place is well out of my league. It's cool looking though. How good their balance is, but probably not good enough. Or enough. Ran headlong into that one. Oh! Should have seen that one coming. Yeah, that glowing one is going to be the problem. All the others, I can take them on. It might not be easy. Might have to be cautious about it, but the one that's actually vibrant, that would not be a win. Not without some crazy sneak attack stuff, at least. That said, I can probably take some of them. I don't think they can actually get up here, so I might be able to Molotov them. Either that or they're gonna leave and come back around. Never know. Might just have a bunch of them pour in behind me. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, it's okay. I'll come back when I'm higher level and I can actually take them. Again, not my intended location. Yeah, I've got these things called glowing dryad nymphs out here, and they are mad strong. You can hit them with just about anything. I was pumping rounds into them the one day, and it was taking it like a champ. Really couldn't do a damn thing to it. Just walking off the bullets like they were nothing. You missed it earlier, but there was this drenched rad shrew. Again, slashing it with my sword over and over and over again, and the thing had me on the run. That was a pretty interesting moment. Really thought it was going to catch me. You can shoot at me all day. I'll just keep backing up. Again, if any of you play Fallout London, find yourself a crude rifle. This thing's only a 32 caliber. It does a lot of damage. Great for precision. At pretty long distance. Cheaply. A little slow, but, you know, if you're willing to take a minute and shoot over and over again, you can take out just about anybody. Gives you a pretty intense advantage. I missed that entirely. Kinda wish I knew how to use VATS. I'm one of the only weirdos who plays Fallout but doesn't actually use VATS, ever. You got this, Churchill. I'm gonna die, Churchill. Unless I can time that attack perfectly. Oh man, it's feeling like dinner time. Probably helped to load my gun. I don't know how many times I've done that today. Alright, back to the broadsword. I forget that it closes by itself. Thames folk. Townsfolk. Oh. I was like, I don't know what that sound is. Doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Looks like a bunch of stingwing, which means I should get my butt out of here before I die. There's a stingwing to each one of those. There's probably, what, 5, 6 of them? 2, 4, 5, 6. At least 6. And it looks like I did stir them up. It's not ideal. And we're getting the full range of NAC weather today. killing my performance. I knew I couldn't dodge the one on the left, or the one on the right. So I had to disable that one. But if I didn't pick it up, they would have just both blown up. Yeah, even though the gunplay isn't great, it's okay. And that just feels cheap to me, so... I mean, there are enough advantages to the player, so... no real need to stop or even slow time.
Scanners. Spread out. One. Around here somewhere. One. Bring my ashes in the estuary. What a load of bollocks. Running leads a load of bollocks. Running leagues around London for this shite. You little shithead. Oh, Cap. Have my guts for this. Guts for covers. Yeah. On my mark, 16. To sail the horse. Open the porthole.
Those musket balls may not be crazy accurate, but once they hit you, you're caught, you're done. That is why my plan is effectively to muster a bunch of different musket pistols and then be able to swap between them. I think they call that the New York reload. I'm not up on my gun terms, mind you.
What? You're lucky I didn't have to nut you, mate.
I don't want to know what that
You'd be
means.
below deck for months. Game is done. I've won.
I honestly don't know why I was trying to use my musket pistol. I could just use the bookmaker. everything's a peach.
Huh? Hey. Stand down. If you say so, mate. Taking the can back if it. This one's. Steve, find him. Hey. Spread out, eyes open.
They're not the most perceptive bunch.
Somewhere.
I will have the advantage.
What a load of bollocks. Running leagues around London for this shite. Getting our arses kicked here. Captain's gonna have all that out our years. Get me to 6 sea should part. Heard the sea. That sea will get a nut from me.
That's why I rallied this bad boy. Alright, how many musket pistols did I come away with? 2 or 3? Yep, 3 of them. 90 points of damage apiece. I'll hotkey them. And I now have a Commodore's hat. Increase my perception and crap a little bit. Ranger ridiculous. Ballistic weapons permanently do 5% critical damage. Nice. I'm game for that. It's 8 PM in game. Alright lads, after a long-ish stream, I'm gonna go ahead and close down and get ready to starts in some video editing and what have you. So I hope you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you around.